Welcome to our presentation on 123 Connect for ACT. Here we're going to be using ACT 16.1 with Outlook 2013. When you install 123 Connect, you will see the tab 123 Connect for ACT that we create in Outlook. This tab stays there during when you open Outlook. So the first thing you do after you install it is you set up the ACT database where you're going to connect to. So we click here and let's just browse for the ACT database. And we'll do the demo database here. And as we already have username and passwords. One thing you'll see is we provide by default the email and the personal email settings for search. But you can actually define up to 10 search fields or email addresses that you keep on your ACT database that we actually will search for those. In order to set these fields, just click on the drop down menu and then just go, maybe user 1 is another field, and we'll store that. So when we search for a matching email address, we just look through these fields here. And we'll just click close, and now we have set up 123 Connect to function with ACT. So let's look at the first email we want to integrate. We look at the test address here. Are you coming to the 123 Sync presentation? Click on 123 Connect, and we see that this is called test address at 123sync.com. So we just click on contact, and what that will do, it will search the ACT database for that contact, and it will integrate it with the ACT database. And it will say email attached, and that's it. So that now it's telling you that the email has been integrated. So now we can also choose a selection of emails that we can actually integrate and say click to contact, and that will integrate all the emails into their respective contacts. One thing here is if you have an email that you already integrated, we do check for double integration. So if you click again to integrate, it will say there's already a duplicate email for this contact. It will not attach that email, the same email to the contact. You can also select a contact. This way you can attach it to any company or any contact. So for example, if we say T, just find a whole bunch of records, we can say, okay, we want to attach it here, and we can attach this email to a totally unrelated contact as well, and just click go, and now it goes into ACT database and tells you that it attached the email into the ACT database to that contact. Let's look at the contact that we attached the email to. You click on the history, and there it is, email auto attached. And then what you'll see is here is the text of the email. And the way we do it is you can just click on the history item, and here you have the original email that is stored. So you can click on this email, and it will open the email in Outlook. It's an Outlook format email. So the email is properly attached, and it's attached to the correct contact. Of course, it is without say that you can attach an email to a group by just clicking on the group and just select the group that you want to attach it to. And just click on attach email, and it will attach the email to that particular group. Or you can just click on create history, and on the create history you can create a history, and then with the regarding and the details, and when it creates the history, it attaches the email to that particular item as well. So it's a very comprehensive little attachment panel here. What we'll do now is there's another email that we received here, which is basically a form on our website. Somebody went on our website, entered his name, email address, and all these things, and the ID status from the website to fill out new contact by default. So so you open that email, we can look at it here, and that's all the details about the email. Let's go back into Act, and we found the test address contact. And just for the purpose of this demonstration, let's delete this contact. We just delete the contact from Act, and so the contact no longer exists in Act. You can look test, search for test, and we only have one contact that has test on it. So let's go back into Outlook, click on Outlook, and here we are. Are you coming? So this is to test from test address. Let's just create this contact. So we create the contact, click here, it tells us test address is the contact name with the address, and we just say add an update, and the contact has just now been added. So if we just click on back and go back into Act, go view, refresh, and go and search for test. So now we have two contacts. So the contact has been added as well as the email has been attached to the contact. So that's very easy way to add contacts to Act. So let's just take it one step further into this realm. It's still the same email address. We say create and update the contact. It tells us what it's looking for. And then we click on add or update. So we click on add and update. It tells us that the contact already exists. You want to update the contact, and we say yes. So then it provides you with ways of actually putting the contact details, anything that's on the email, to put it on the Act contact. So if we can say city San Francisco, we just push it over, and that will update the contact, the test address contact, to San Francisco. We click update. The contact has been updated. So now we've actually updated a contact in Act. So let's go back into Act. And we don't have a city here, but if we click on refresh, click view, refresh, now it's San Francisco. So directly from Outlook, now we can update data in Act by just using the update button that we provide. So now let's look at this other email. Let's double click on it. This email is our email from the web forms. It's got a label and then followed by data right after that. So we can look at this email and say, oh, we want to integrate that, want to add that to your Act. So click on 123 Connect, create. So that will basically take the default email address, but we don't want that. What we want is what's inside the email address. So we just scan the email, and what it does is searches for these labels on the email and then adds them, city, street, zip code, and ID status. And you can then schedule anything after you've added the email or this contact to your database. We just click on add here, and it says the contact has been added. So let's go into Act, and we search for and here it is, Jason Hayflower. We just added this contact with all the details that we wanted. So let's just make these form submissions a little bit more interesting and how the software 123 Connect deals with them. Here we have an update on Mayflower, on Hayflower. This is the original, and this is an update. So if we open it, we can go into 123 Connect and we can say, okay, let's create a contact out of this. So what it does, we'll scan the email so we get all the fields where we want them, and we say add an update, and it tells us it already exists. You want to update the contact? And we say yes. So now it fills in all this data and says, okay, this is the data currently there, and this is the new data. So you can just come in here and say, okay, I want to bring that over, and everything else is just fine. So we say update. The contact has been updated. Let's go back into Act and see what happened. So this is the old one, like 15050 El Camino. If you go F5, refresh, and now the contact has been updated, and we attach the email and saying, okay, this is the email that updated this particular contact. So just one final piece on the create and update contacts from the email. Let's look at this email here. We've added the test address at 123sync.com into the ACT database, but we never actually put the phone number or the mobile number. So how do we do that? So we go in here into 123 Connect, click on Add. So now we get the Add window. From here, we can say, okay, we're going to update this. And then we can just get here and say, okay, I want this to be the phone. We want that to be the mobile. So from this, we can just say, okay, let me say add an update. It goes in there, it says it exists, so you say yes. Now we can see everything that we have there, and we just say, okay, let's go here and there, and then update the contact. Click on update, and the contact now it's been updated. So if we go into ACT, click on ACT. Let's click test. So this is the one, and now we have the phone numbers updated here. So very easily you can actually manage the correspondence and then add fields and modify fields in ACT straight in from Outlook. Now that we've done the create and update contacts from the email, I would say it's pretty impressive, the features and how flexible you can actually do a lot of very quickly items straight from Outlook without even entering the ACT interface. Another piece that's very good of this product is you can, if you get an email, you can just click on the contact details window, and that will list everything about this particular contact, the phone, company, and then basically all the history, all the stuff that you've done for the contact. Very easily you can actually modify or just get a listing of everything that is related to this contact. We have no activities for it, but we just have history. So without even having to go into ACT, just by reading the email, you can actually see that particular contact's details and provide an intelligent response to the sender from the history of the contact. So on the activities panel, now you have three options. Create activity from email address. So let's select our test address and just create an activity. So what it does, it comes up with the options. So these are all the listed activities in ACT. We support all the custom activities. And you can just say here, say create, click OK. And now it creates a call activity for that particular contact. Or you can just go for contact. You can select any contact you want and say, I want to create an activity for this contact. Click on go. And we go and find out what the contact is and say personal activity and just say OK, and we attach this into the details. So now you're creating activities in ACT directly from Outlook. Or like we say, just create an activity. It can be with any contact. Doesn't put any email information into the activity, while the previous two ones do. So you just find here, click here, and just say, okay, I want to create any activity. We have the standard drop downs from ACT. Give that, and then just click OK. And now that activity is now created in ACT. So let's go back into ACT and see how these activities are created. Let's go on the test address. We'll click on the activities. If you double click on it, you'll find that the details, we put the email inside the details because the activities were created from an email. So that's the way we do it. And we also attach the email to the activity. So you can just double click on the link and the email will open and you can have a look at it. So all this is put straight into ACT. So if you want to create just an activity or even an opportunity without any email information in it, you just click on just create activity or just create opportunity. So that will you'll have a clean activity or opportunity that has no email information in it. But using the other two options will embed the email information. So you get the best of both worlds on this. So let's go into the create opportunities from email address. So you can just we will look up the contact, and then you can create an opportunity out of that. The nice part is we provide you with all the drop-down menus that exist in ACT. So let's call new opportunity, and then you can actually have all the reasons with the products, the process, with the stage, which stage you want to put it, and then what's the percentage. And you even have a product. We even provide you all the products that you have defined in ACT, and we calculate the total for you. So opportunities are really easy to create, and after you create the opportunity, we then attach the contact, or we attach the email to that opportunity. So let's just click OK here. So the opportunity has been created. So we can just go into the contact details here, and we say what opportunities are. Here's the new opportunity we just created. So that is really very easy, very straightforward way of creating these items without even having to go into ACT. So you really working within the Outlook environment. So as well, if you just click on attach, that will attach this particular email to an opportunity for that contact. You can click here, and you can attach click on the opportunity, click on go, and the email gets attached to that opportunity. Or you can create a new opportunity for this contact, or any contact in this matter. So you just create an opportunity, and when you do that, of course, the email gets attached to that opportunity. Or you can just click on just create opportunity, and that will create a clean opportunity for a particular contact that you select from the list that we provide. One thing you may see that the listing or the list that we display is very fast, and so we have a very specialized code that will do that. Click on close. So this concludes the first part of our demonstration, which is to show the toolbar that you get when you are just reading emails, whether this is on the inbox or the sent items. As long as you're reading the emails, the toolbar stays consistent. So what the second part now is when you create an email and how to get email addresses into your email. So let's just create a new email here. We'll go to home. Say we create a new email. So for this new email, you say test 5. So we click on the 123 Connect tab, and we get an address book. That will be the ACT address book. What you'll find is on top are searchable items. So if you can say T here and find, we'll search everybody that has an email address on it. Only people that have email addresses will actually be displayed. So you can just go in here and select these, and then go, I want to put these into 2, and then say, okay, I want to send it to a group as well. So we do a group CC. So you can actually select multiple users on the different items, on different for the different mailing lists in Outlook. Also, the nice part about this interface is you can just look at a company and just find a company and say, okay, I want these, and whoever's in this company goes into BCC. So we can actually create different destination or recipients on the email. If you click OK, so when we click OK here, what you'll find is all these items are now displayed on the respective fields in Outlook. So now by just clicking send, now you're sending this email to all the people that you've selected from the ACT database. Also, you can directly attach it to an opportunity in Act. So by clicking here, click there and just select which content you want to attach it to opportunity, and it will you can attach it to this particular opportunity, and just this email then gets attached, so you get a history of what you've been doing. Now we're entering one of our very exciting features on this product, which is our quick merge utility. You can actually quick merge an email to a group. So let's just exit from here. We don't want to do this. So let's go back into Outlook, and in Outlook we now can actually deal with an email that we want to mail merge with everybody. We call it the quick merge, but it's more of a mail merge within Outlook. Let's look at this email here called, it's an email that we sent out and that we want to send to a whole bunch of people. It comes, "Dear Tom," it's already been personalized. We want to send this to a whole group, even companies. And instead of using the CC line, we actually want each individual to have individualized data in the email so they feel very well treated. So how do we do that? So when we get emails like this, we just, my favorite way of doing it is just do a copy. And we just go into email merge folder that I use and just go and paste into the mail folder. So now we have a copy of this email. So we just click here and said, okay, oh, this is the email. This is what I want to send out. So now what I do want is customize this email to send out. So we click forward here. So now we enter the compose section of Outlook, and we go in here and we have a couple of things. We want to first customize this email. So we take all the stuff that we don't need, just delete that from here. We want to make it nice. We want to put like "dear," and we want to put the contact name or just the first name in there. So what we do is we click on Insert Act Field, and what happens here, we list all the act fields that are available for us. And here we have first name, so we do a copy here, and then click here, and then V. So that way now what we've done is we just included an act field into this email in Outlook. It's saved, so with that option we can just save the email just by clicking into the save button here, and that will save it into the folder. So but now we have all this here, so how do we send this out? On the quick merge, click on the quick merge. On the quick merge we provide options that you can actually send to a company. For example, you can list the companies, and we can just say, okay, we want to send to these 3 people here, and then, or you can just go for a company over here and say, oh, Verge Records, we want that to go out here. So we want those items to go there, and a particular group as well. So now we have 18 individuals that we can send the emails out, and we can merge that with those individuals. So also we can edit the list. Oh, Derek McClintock doesn't want our stuff, so we can actually, by just selecting and using the delete button, we can delete individuals from the list, and that basically reduces the list if you want to. Then when you're ready, just click on the merge button, and all this customized emails then get sent into the outbox in Outlook. Do a simple send receive from Outlook, and all the emails then get sent out to their respective recipients. This concludes our demonstration of 1-2-3 Connect for Act and Outlook. Please come to our website at 123sync.com or contact your local Act reseller consultant for any more information, or to purchase it, just purchase through them. And again, tell everybody that you've encountered the best Outlook Act add-on product ever. Again, thank you very much.